Well, hello, IDS 105 students, and welcome to week 7 here in your IDS 105 classroom. Y'all, you just have a couple weeks left of your course, and this week is a big week as you are submitting that final project, that guidebook here in your IDS 105 classroom. So, a couple of reminders. First and foremost, you are not creating anything new. Okay, everybody? This is a document that you have been working on as you submitted project drafts in week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5. What you want to be doing now is looking back at the graded feedback that your instructor left you for weeks 2, 3, 4, and 5 when you submitted those project drafts and taking a look and seeing if you had any changes to make. This could be things like adding examples, adding more detail. It could be if you had like some grammatical or spelling errors. It could be just that you might have needed to expand your thoughts in a couple of places, or whatever their feedback might be. Your job as you turn in this final product of your final project submission is that you're basically turning in a cleaned up version of your final project guidebook, okay? Now, if you did not utilize the template all term, you maybe created your own document, that is fine. The most important thing is whatever you turn in here in week 7 needs to be one document with all of those previous drafts combined into one so that you have all pieces and parts just like it was a template. Some students chose, instead of following the template, to kind of create their own document but still answer all the questions. You want to make sure that you're turning in one final document if you didn't use the template. You're turning in one final document that has all the pieces and parts for your final project guidebook, okay? So again, you're not creating anything new. We're not starting from scratch. We're not picking a new scenario or a new conflict. We're going back and looking at the feedback from our instructor in those weeks 2, 3, 4, and 5, and making changes, adding things, updating things to turn in that final project. So what I wanted to remind you guys of here in Module 7 is, as always, you can always click through the module content. But I wanted to point out one really big thing. You do have a discussion assignment here in Module 7, but it is a non-graded discussion assignment. So this is here if you would like to share tips of how you've been successful this term, or how you have kind of worked and put together your project drafts from week to week. This is kind of a space for you to share or ask general questions about the guidebook or final project. This is, again, it's not graded, and it is so important to remember, do not post any pieces of your project or project drafts here in this space. It's just here if you wanted to kind of share your thoughts, share your strategies, and share your feedback, but you do not have to participate in this week's discussion if you do not want to. The heavy hitting assignment, of course, is that 7-2 project. You want to click on guidelines and rubric just as a reminder. It goes over the entire project. As a reminder, you picked a scenario back in week 2. Whatever that scenario was, you use that scenario to answer the questions for weeks 2, week 3, week 4. And then in week 5, you use that same scenario, but you also added in a conflict that you wanted to focus in on to answer the questions for that week. Your instructor has all of these items graded. So now your job is to take a look at that template and go back and see what they said in your graded feedback and just make any changes as necessary. You will notice under what to submit, it says to submit the completed project template as a 3 to 5 page Microsoft Word document, okay? Once you have your whole template completed, if you use the template, it is 3 to 5 pages. You just want to go back and clean it up, okay? You're not starting over. Again, if you didn't utilize the template, that's totally fine. Just make sure you have all the pieces and parts and all those questions that were on the template all in one document using what you've turned in already. As a reminder, you cannot submit video note submissions for this project. It has to be done submitting it like in a Microsoft Word document or something compatible. In case you needed a refresher on the scenario profiles, you can always click on scenario profiles and it'll open up all the extended version and all of the information regarding the conflicts in the scenario. As always, I encourage you, once you have that final project all complete and cleaned up and edited in that draft form, to go ahead and submit your work to the Academic Support Written Feedback team. You can click on them right at the top of your class. Sorry, I moved a little bit quick. Academic Support, and then you want to pull up their menu of services and click on Try It Now under Written Feedback. Follow the questions and answers they'll ask you about submitting the assignment, upload, and then you'll have feedback within 12 hours. So as a reminder, you have a non-graded discussion assignment that you are more than welcome to participate in if you would like. Your final project is due by Sunday of week 7. So final project is due by Sunday this week, but as always, you can always turn it in earlier as convenient for your schedule. Y'all, your instructors are looking forward to reviewing these projects. Just keep in mind that we will be pulling up all the drafts and the graded feedback that we have given you throughout the term to compare it to this final project and see if you've made changes or additions or edits as needed as you finalize this assignment. Again, if you have questions, reach out to your instructor. They're the ones that have graded this for you. They're the ones that will be grading this last final project assignment. So please make sure you reach out to them with any questions. We're getting so close to the finish line, y'all. You got this. Get this assignment submitted. If you get stuck, reach out and utilize your resources. And remember, happy week 7. You got this.